What's going on, y'all? My name's Rob. Welcome back to the Kentucky Chew. And before we dive into today's video, I just wanted to give a quick shout out to you all. Thank you so much for the support, the feedback, the likes, comments, views. I mean, it's just, honestly, it's been overwhelming. Way more than I anticipated. And so just thank you all so much for coming along with me on this journey. You know, there wasn't any preparation, no planning. What you see is what you get right now. You could probably tell that on the other end there watching this, but you know, it just, at the end of 2023, I decided to start collecting again. I've gone through my own highs and lows with it. I've been collecting for a little over 5 years. I've learned a lot along the way. My view on whiskey and bourbon has changed. Honestly, I just wanted to have fun. That's the meat and potatoes of it, and I'm having a lot of fun doing this. It means a lot that you all enjoy watching the content. So we wanted to say thank you, and by we, the other person making all this happen is my little brother, Daniel. So shout out to my editor. Without him, the Kentucky Chew would not exist. We would not be able to do this. He's the magic that makes me look good. I was not blessed with technology skills, so he definitely helps in that area. I go as far as I hit start, I hit stop. I don't even do that well when I'm recording most of the time. So shout out to Daniel. It would mean a lot to us if you would hit the like and subscribe button. Obviously that would help us grow. We're gonna keep putting out content. We do listen to the comments. We do listen to the feedback. So any suggestions you have, we'll take them and we'll run with it. We do have an Instagram. It's also the Kentucky Chew. If you want to give it a follow along, we'll put photos and different content like that up there. So again, shout out to you all. Thank you all so much. And with that, let's get to chewing. It's the moment you all have been waiting for. I am super excited about this. We are doing a March bracket challenge, March Madness style. If you're familiar with college basketball here in Kentucky, that's a big deal. Obviously in Kentucky, bourbon's a big deal. We're combining the two, and we wanted to find out what is the best budget bourbon. There's a lot of expensive product out there. There's a lot of things that have a high price tag and they don't deserve it. And these are not the case. These are about $20 to $35. Almost all of them are easy to find in your local liquor stores. If that is not the case, comment and let me know. I do want to learn as I go with the channel and make sure I'm giving good information. But for the most part, as far as I'm aware, these are easily findable. The ones that aren't, I'll explain those as we go along. But we've selected 16 products, numerous different distilleries, numerous different mash bills, different proofs, but the consistent thing is they are whiskeys, and so there are no ryes in this, and we just wanted to figure out what are the bottles we're walking past every day that we should put on our shelf. Here's the first video, the first of many as we count down. All of these will be tasted blind. At the end of March, we'll find out who our champ is. So today we have Benchmark Top Floor versus Four Roses, Elijah Craig Small Batch versus another Benchmark product, but this is the single barrel. Here's what we have, folks. We got Four Roses Bourbon. This is their base level product. This Four Roses Bourbon comes in at 80 proof. This is the lowest proof in all of the series that we're doing. They actually put their own notes on the back here. They have fresh pear, apple, gentle spice, smooth caramel, and vanilla. So, for the most part, those are all tasting notes you usually hope for in a whiskey or bourbon. And then Benchmark, if you're not familiar with this, I'm pretty sure this was released last year. There are numerous Benchmark bottles now. This specific one is the Top Floor. It's 86 proof, so a little bit higher than the Four Roses. And this is coming out of Buffalo Trace, actually. So, again, another product I've never had. So both of these will be a first for me. And this one's pretty cool. They actually got a little bit about the bottle on the side here. That's missing these days, I feel like. There's not a lot of information, and that's part of what I like about whiskey. I want to read about the product. I want to read about, you know, what went into the mindset of putting this in a bottle. And so I'll read it very quickly for those of you that are bourbon nerds and interested. In 1773, the McAfee brothers, named James, George, and Robert, shout out to Robert, like that name, left Virginia westward to explore the uncharted territory that would later be known as Kentucky. Traveling by canoe at first, the McAfee Company eventually followed a native trail overland that led to the Great Buffalo Crossing, where the brothers surveyed the land now home to the world's most award-winning distillery, Buffalo Trace. The surveyor marks left behind are known now as benchmarks, and this Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey honors the pioneering spirit of those early American explorers. So, cool. Already like that so far. Haven't even tasted it, but cool story. Yeah, so this is the top floor. It says here, the bourbon that matures on the top warehouse floor tends to age faster as heat rises. And so this top floor Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey is smooth and well-rounded to be enjoyed straight on ice or in your favorite cocktail. So, let's get to chewing. First notes picking up here, not a whole lot. Little bit of oak, little bit of vanilla. Overall pretty light, not too much there on the nose. Not too surprised by this. These are very low proof product. Let's go ahead and give it a chew. Okay, pretty standard Kentucky product. This is exactly what I would hope a bourbon or whiskey would taste like. Pretty well rounded. Flavors actually held on a little bit longer than I would anticipate for either one of these. Again, I'm not sure which one this specific taste is, but either one, I'm just kind of surprised that there was that good of a finish just with the low proof. Now that the palate's kind of warmed up, that was the first sip. First sip's always going to be a little tough. Definitely had a lot of sweetness kick in. No like specific notes that I'm personally getting, just an overall sweet profile. Very well rounded though, very nice, very light, pretty good. Nothing crazy, nothing special, but pretty good. Let's move on to the second one. This nose is a little sharp. That is odd. Folks, I can't put my finger on that. I'm gonna go ahead and give a chew real quick. This is the tough thing with blinds. You don't know what's in it. What you taste is what you taste. What you smell is what you smell. We're all different. We're all gonna like different products. This is giving me something like sharp tasting. It's like, I don't want to say the word marker, but that's what it's like. You ever smelled like a marker, like you write on a whiteboard or something like that? Maybe just a hint of floral. Very odd to me. Not something that I have personally smelled that often. Again, I haven't had either one of these products. I have had products from Four Roses and Buffalo Trace. Not quite sure about that one, guys. I don't know. I'm gonna go back to this first one here that I tasted. That one overall just has more flavor. I'm not saying this one's bad by any means, because it's not. I'm not tasting a lot of the whiskey and bourbon notes that I personally enjoy. You know, I do love that oak flavor, the caramel, the vanilla. I like spice in there too. I like rye, but I also just like the little bit of heat that whiskey and bourbon are gonna give you. Be honest though, I just don't think I can say that I like that a lot. It's just not quite for me. I don't know. That one's not my jam. I don't think. This is seeming like the winner, but I'm gonna give it one more sip just to be safe. Some water before I do. Yeah, that's gonna be the winner. This one's gonna take it. I don't know what it is about this other one over here. Not sure. I don't know, I'm just not crazy about it. So, let's see what we've got. Benchmark top floor. Okay, so round one, battle number one. We had Benchmark top floor versus Four Roses, the 86 proof versus the 80 proof, and Benchmark top floor is going to take it. I don't know, it just wasn't quite for me. Not a bad product. I know a lot of people like Four Roses. To be completely honest with you all, I've had a few bottles, single barrel picks that I have enjoyed, but other than that, Four Roses is one that I need to get into more. So that might just be on me. All right, moving on. Four Roses stays behind. Benchmark top floor moves ahead. Now we've got the Elijah Craig small batch going up against the Benchmark single barrel. Again, the Benchmark is a product out of Buffalo Trace, 96 proof, and the Elijah Craig is 94 proof, a product coming out of Heaven Hill. Happy chewing, folks. Oh, wow. All right, so out of the products we've had so far, this nose would take it for sure. Getting way more sweetness with this one. Yeah, the caramel, the vanilla, some baking spices, a little bit of oak. And then a very, very mellow taste. Still good. Very nice pour. I think I almost liked the nose more than I did the actual taste of it. Yeah, not quite sure what's going on there. It almost leaves as soon as it comes in. Be completely honest with you, I'm not getting a whole lot of flavors on it. Overall, right now, it's just tasting super light. So, let's move on to this other one, see if we get anything better. Oh, wow. Okay, staying corrected. Here's our best nose of the night. Oh yeah, vanilla cherry, baby. I like that. I like that. Let's chew. All right, that one's pretty good. The nose definitely has a nice sweetness, a little bit of a vanilla kick. Just a great smelling product. I really like that. It's got some power behind it. Just tastes like it sat in the barrel a good amount of time. Either one would be a very good product to recommend to someone just getting started into bourbon. Both of these, I think, are better than the first two. Kind of happy of how I paired these. I just went with my gut. But I do think if this was flip-flopped at all, these two are better than the first two. We gotta figure out which one's better. I'm gonna go back to the first one I tasted in this round. I don't know if this is an actual tasting note, so let me know if I'm crazy. I grew up on a farm, was around a lot of hay. Sometimes I swear I get like a hay note when I'm tasting. I'm not mad about it. A lot of times I describe it as like earthy. This one, I got a little bit of a hay profile on that one, just like earth tones. Didn't pick up on that the first time I tasted it, so going back and forth, I definitely got it that time. Here's the second one. Let's give it one more whirl. This one's tough. Both have a great nose. One of them, the flavor's leaving a little bit too quick. You know, even with a low price point, even with the 90-ish proof, I would like for the flavor to linger around a little bit more. And for that reason, I'm gonna go with this glass here. This flavor, it's pretty good, it's well-rounded, it stays around a little bit longer than this one. So for that reason, I am giving the nudge to this one. And this product here is the, Benchmark Single Barrel. There you have it, folks. First few battles of the first round go to Benchmark. I do love Buffalo Trace. I am a sucker for their products. I do genuinely like Elijah Craig. I love a lot of their products. And this is why we do blinds, folks. Because if you had put both these in front of me and I knew what they were, I probably would have went with the Elijah Craig. But blinds are going to keep you honest. All you can do is go off what's in the glass. And so the Single Barrel. Just found a new bottle that I'm glad that I have on my shelf. So if you haven't had it yet, go give the Benchmark Single Barrel a try. Let me know what you think. If you have tried it, give me a comment below. Let me know if you do like it or if you think I'm crazy and I'm way off. But it's a pretty good whiskey, folks. All right, well, that will conclude the first few battles of round number 1. Next video, we will go into a few others and we'll see who moves on. For now, both Benchmark bottles are moving forward. Elijah Craig and Four Roses are staying behind. And we'll see you all in the next video. Cheers. Happy chewing.